Hello and welcome back to ATM10 to the sky. Oh, I changed the noise. Yeah, I changed the noise. Well, at the time of this recording, I have, let's see how many time crystals I have. I have 1,300 time crystals already, and I really haven't played that much in between episodes. So that means our time crystal farm, or I guess automation, is working really well. Well, now today is the time to get another valuable resource this episode, or a few. We're going to see how this episode goes. All right, let's get into it. All right, so today's the day that we're finally going to get into a little industrial foregoing. As much as I don't want to do it, as much as you don't want to see me try to do it, today's the day. First thing we need to do is set up the mob slaughtering factory. So to make this mob slaughtering factory, it's just, you know, it's plastic, which we have from Oratech. It's a pity machine frame, which is just wood, iron, redstone, gold gear, and then some iron tools. We need this to get something called pink slime. So the two outputs of a mob slaughter factory are liquid meat, which I don't really think we have a use for, but we'll store some, and pink slime. So yeah, let's make one of these, pop it down into our mob farm. So as you can see, I just placed the mob slaughter factory right in front of the grinder, and the working area on it, can we see it, is that distance. So every time a mob dies in there, we get two liquids. We get the pink slime and the liquid meat, and I just put power underneath it. So yeah, let's get this hooked up to two fluid drawers, I guess, and I guess we can just run a little pipe over here. You know what? I don't even think we need this smart cable being ran because we have a storage controller. Let's see. Can we hook up our storage controller to this with what is it? It's called a linking tool. Let's click U, and then can we click U and U? Awesome. So yeah, we can just link it using that. That makes this a lot easier. And then as always, once we pipe these fluids in, we're going to use a configuration tool. All right, so these both filled up with liquid meat. That is what we call not ideal. There's a way to drain these. I don't exactly remember how though, so it's just gonna go in the system forever. It's something. Maybe it's called like a squeegee or something. I could just be making that up as well. Who knows? So then hopefully this fills up with pink slime. Awesome. And we will lock that. So now this is pulling out all the liquids. This should be going up, and this should be going up. So let me repair this wall really quick. So now if we look in this system, it's not there. The liquid meat's in there. Why is the pink slime not in there? Maybe we... Oh, I'm dumb. Because we destroyed the other drawer. Well, there we go. Let's pop some upgrades on these things. So just in case this somehow ever filled up, it'll just void it automatically. And this seems to be working with no problems. So that's the mob slaughtering factory. All set up and linked to our system. Correct? Awesome. All right, let's get on to the next thing. The next thing we need to make is this dissolution chamber, which is plastic, buckets, gold ingots, and a diamond gear. So these are all easy to make. So let's make one of these. So this dissolution chamber is basically how we're going to be crafting everything from industrial foregoing. We'll just pop that there. So we're going to need to make a bunch of recipes using this dissolution chamber. So let me get making the patterns that we need. So for most of these, we're going to need a simple machine frame. And oh boy, how do we get latex? Is there an easy way to get latex? I really don't want to do that. All right, so we're going to make like 6 of these latex processing units, as sad as that is to say. And we're hit with a little bit of a delay. So let's go back down here to the basement. So I placed 9 latex processing units like this. And we need to basically make latex, which is a liquid for industrial foregoing. So what's going to happen here is we're going to use whichever log gives us the most production rate, which is acacia. So I'm going to go set up a recipe for acacia, and let's then set up the automatic processing. So to make acacia, we're just going to use our wood essence, which is super handy. I should really make recipes for these block placers and the block breakers, because man, do I make a lot of these. So first things first, we're going to place a block placer here. Actually, I guess it would be easier. Block Nope, I just did the exact same thing. We're going to go block breaker here, block placer here. Then we are going to put ender gates on it. We're going to grab an export bus, slap it here, grab a smarts cable, and what's going to go in this block placer? Acacia. So we're going to want to put acacia logs right in here. And then our block breaker is going to want to only find stripped acacia. So our block placer should be getting filled up with... It's not getting filled up with acacia. Well, let me tell you why it's not getting filled up with acacia. Because we need something called a crafting card, and might as well grab some acceleration cards. We don't need too many. And we'll pop that in there. And now acacia... But now acacia should be going into the system. So let's render the area, and we will... We will bring that back. We're going to go... I don't even know what direction I just looked at. We're going to go that way. Then we're going to go down one. And then we're going to... Nope. Then we're going to increase the Y like that. Perfect. So now this is placing logs. And this should be processing. This should be processing. Why is it not working? Isn't it supposed to eat the logs? What? Oh. You know, I'm a dummy. These are not supposed to be latex processing units. It's supposed to be a fluid extractor. So we're going to come back up here and change that recipe. These are some confusing names, man. Okay, now that these are replaced with fluid extractors, and you can see the logs are getting kind of munched on, these don't need to be powered, but it ups the extract greatly if they are powered. So now what we're going to do with this block breaker is we're going to render the area. Go this way, and then we'll increase the Y a few times. And so now this will break the logs. It will break the logs. And what we will do is we will make an item collector, basic item collector, and then a trash can. And we can just place that, you know, wherever. Just do that right here. And then this item collection will be smaller than it should be. Good. So should be fine there. So when these logs inevitably break, it'll just replace a new log. So now we got to extract the fluid into a fluid... Nope, into a fluid drawer. The pattern's in my inventory. Whoo, I'm bad at this. So we'll take a fluid drawer, and then we'll take our fluid pipes. We can just place them like this. It doesn't really matter. This is not what I want to be doing. Place that there. And now we got to set all this to extract. And now this is filling up with latex. So now we have latex automated. So make sure always to lock that. And we will grab our linking tool from here. And we will add it to our system with the storage controller. So if we look here, now we have latex. And let's upgrade this a few times as well. So I do want to sit here and wait just to be sure. But if we stop producing latex, we should know that this doesn't work. So, yeah. So let's continue on. Hopefully there's no more delays. I'm sure there will be. So now this advanced machine frame we should be able to make because it just takes pink slime, diamond gear, gold ingot, plastic, simple machine frame, and netherite. And the stasis chamber we also should be able to make. So we should just have recipes for all this. So now let's see if it works. This will go here. This is going to be extremely slow, if I had to guess. If we look over here, it's just going very slowly. And we need the output to push to the bottom. Perfect. So that seemed to work very well. And now it's using the simple machine frame with some of our pink slime to make the advanced machine frame. Just takes a very long time because we have no upgrades, but this can obviously be way faster. So for now, let's just try to make the speed 4 upgrades, or 3 upgrades. We don't have enough pink slime. We still don't have enough pink slime. We still don't have enough pink slime. But it takes a lot of pink slime to make some of these upgrades. So I guess we'll hold off on making the upgrades. Let's just make all of the stuff that we need. The other stuff that we need. And we're going to need 36 of these laser drills. I think we need 36 of them. Ooh, we're going to need a lot of plastic. Hopefully our Oratech's moving. And should be. It actually is going quite fast. But one last thing we're going to need to do. And we are going to want to make a compact machine. So now we have our compact machine. And we also need a personal shrinking device. Cool. I guess we could just do that. Set that up right here. I think we just have to click this. Cool. So we click it. And this isn't terribly big, but it'll be big enough for what we need to do. And this is where we are going to do our extraction. So our stasis chamber is going to go here, I guess. Actually, we're going to need a little bit more room. So we'll go here, and because we're going to have to stasis more other things. And then we're going to need our fluid laser base. And I believe that'll just go, it'll probably go up here more than likely. And we gotta just wait on our other crafting recipes. So to get out of this personal string device, I believe we just click. Yeah, so this will be a lot safer. And finally, we're gonna have to make one of these blue laser lenses. So I guess in hindsight, we should have made a couple of those speed upgrades, huh? Maybe we got a quest that gives us a couple speed upgrades. We absolutely did not. That's fine. So let's make a few of these speed add-ons. We'll make like 3 of them. Just so that we can speed up the process of making everything else. Yeah, this takes a while. I guess for the pink slime, we should make these processing tiers as well. There's a processing tier 2. Yeah, let's make a few of these and see if this does anything for making more pink slime. Might as well try, right? Can't hurt. Are our speed upgrades done? There's one of them. So let's see how much faster this starts going. Should be faster. Oh, I see. We can only have 1 speed upgrade in here. That's a little disappointing. Oh, we need ether gas. So I made a processing tier. Let's see what that does. Does this give us more pink slime? Let's see how much it gives. That gives 15. Let's take this out. I didn't even see any. I guess it all depends on if a mob dies in its range. So maybe we should speed up the range on this as well. It's whatever. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, this is what I have so far. While I think this is how we set it up. While this is happening, let's go... Yeah, I don't even know. Let's go... Oh, stasis chamber. Let's go get a warden. That's what we gotta go do. Okay. So, I have a Skulk Shrieker and a Skulk Core. Is this gonna spawn a warden? No. Skulk Core. We'll just start spamming them. We already placed it. So that does not work. Okay. It sounds like a warden's gonna spawn. Can we get a warden to go in this area, though? Or is there like a... Sort of like a mob catcher? Mob duplicator. Ball. Is there some sort of Pokeball? Can a warden spawn? Hello? Anybody home? Please? Man, when I don't want them to spawn, they constantly spawn. That is not where you should have spawned. Are you kidding me? Come here, dude. Okay. Now let's get you to run over here. Alright, it seems to be stuck. Okay, this... how are we gonna move it, though? Are there any items to move mobs? Come over here. Oh! It went too fast! No! Tested and true. Alright, let's spawn another one. I mean, there has to be a better way than this. I'm just, you know. I'm just me at the end of the day. I can shrink it! Oh, it's so cute! Every sound that has to do with a warden ever will mute. Hey, chill, warden. You're going... Alright, you're baby warden now. Alright, so I need the stasis chamber here. Can this guy chill for a sec? Put that there. Oh, wait. I have a better idea. Since he's now just a little gremlin, what if we go like this? Will he just walk on to here? Stay, you little gremlin. What? Stay. Okay. We got the little booger. Little baby warden. Am I doing something wrong with these laser drills? Oh, I have every single drill backwards. Sweet! So this isn't considering that there's even a warden here. Maybe let's try to make the warden bigger? Really? Okay, well, this is too big. It seems like it's working now, but that's like way too big. All right, what is up with the height difference in this thing? This is okay, so it either goes to decently sized or massive, and there's no in between. So let's move this drill down by 1, I guess. Okay, so this seems to be working. The warden is taking a lot of damage, though. Like, a lot of damage. Huh. It shouldn't die, right? Or is there too many laser drills? If this warden dies, I'm going to be kind of sad, but let's work on the soul extraction. So I made the pattern for ender tank. So let's make one of you, and we'll just pop this here. And I guess we need a fluid pipe connected, which is fine. Sorry for the FOV swaps constantly. So this is filling up with soul lava. We're gonna have to move all the liquid in this one over to the triple blue. Okay, so that's empty. It's on 2 HP. It's not running. Okay, it's not gonna kill it, but this isn't running right now, is it? It's not running because the warden is about to die constantly. So what if I add some processing? No. So the stasis chambers are supposed to keep it healed. So let's just add more stasis chambers. I guess I'll try to add 4 more here. And I guess this is enough drilling. But yeah, it's not constantly running, as you can see, because it's not being healed enough. It's constantly staying at 2 HP. But yeah, let's add more stasis chambers whenever these are made. And maybe this is overkill, but we're only at 1 bucket of soul lava. But let's go back to the overworld really quick, and we will set up the soul lava yoinkage. Grab some blue dye, because the ender tank sends stuff dimensionally. I completely forgot to chunk load the compact machine. Now we'll grab a fluid drawer, pop you there. That's all filling up. Lock it, add it, add some upgrades. And this is, now we have soul lava being constantly made. And you're going to be very wrong if you think I'm not going to take a bucket of this. Because now we can duplicate ancient stone. For what, you ask? I don't know, but we'll have it. We will have it. So to duplicate ancient stone, it's literally, I guess we need oxidized copper. So let's just slap a copper block down. Is there any way to make it oxidize quick? I guess we'll just put a bunch down. Hopefully it oxidizes. All right, so while we wait for that, yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait for this. Really? Oxidized copper? I mean, I knew it took oxidized copper, but like, oh wait, can we? No. No, we can't. I got too excited. All right, let's go back to our compacting machine and chunk load it, because now we have our tools. Why is it meowing at me? All right, let's add more stasis chambers. Where did I put them? Okay, now it seems to be like continuously running. Maybe it's running too fast now. Take 2 of these upgrades out. Okay, cool. So now I guess 5 stasis chambers is enough, and we should constantly be getting soul lava. Cool. So let's chunk load this as well before I forget. So this is chunk loaded, so this should always be running. Now what I'm scared for is, let's see how much power this is taking, if any. I don't really think it's taking that much power. I mean, it is like barely. This is the only thing that should be taking power. Seems fine. Right? This isn't going down at all. No, it's keeping up completely. All right, very nice. Very nice. And I don't really think we have a need for ether gas right now, so I'm not going to set that up. Let's go check on our oxidized copper. Oh boy. All right, so that's soul lava being produced. And it is just slowly going up. Let me see if I can put some other upgrades into the compacting machine, or compact machine. All right, so I put some upgrades in. It seems to be working relatively fast. Is there a... Let's do a processing add-on. Would this... You can't put a processing add-on on. Okay. What about here? Would this heal it more? Ah, yes, this processing add-on seems to help a lot. So maybe we only need one stasis chamber. Not really sure. Power seems to be a-okay. Literally just running the generator. All right, let's get to the real beast of the day. So we are going to need to make a chemical crystallizer. And to make this, we need refined obsidian ingots. To make the refined obsidian ingots, it is going to take an osmium compressor with refined obsidian and some osmium. Now, I believe for this ultimate compressing factory, we are going to need to turn this into an advanced pattern. And we're also going to need an advanced pattern encode. So we will grab you, and we're going to turn this into an advanced pattern. If I remember correctly, it is down south, I believe, right? Down south. Per usual, I completely forgot to just, do the config, so that's cool. Don't ask me why I'm so tiny. Also, you can just shift click upgrades in instead of doing it how I was doing it, which is putting it in the config. So I forget the config. I use the config too much. I don't know. I'm in my own head, guys. I'm just in my own head. All right, well, chemical crystallizer. Let's make it. Now that we have the refined obsidian. And let's, most importantly, get some mufflers. Oh my goodness. Muffle that thing. Cool. So now we have the chemical crystallizer. The next bunch of machines we're going to need are the rotary condensator, the chemical oxidizer, and the chemical dissolution chamber. So I don't need recipes for said machines. I need recipes for everything else. Some more recipes. That's one. That's two. And that's 3 machines done. We also need to make an electrolytic separator. Sorry about these names. I struggle with reading, apparently. So, I'm just, I want to finish the mechanism, quote unquote, the mechanism quest line, and I want to get the mechanism reactor quest started. Because it's time. We're doing Fissile Fuel. It's time to do it. And I know we have a bunch of our mechanism machines down here, but we do need some separate things for Fissile Fuel. Because it's a decent setup. So let's get started on it. I'm nervous to do this. I am so nervous to do this. First things first, we're going to take one of our budding uranium gears. And we're going to put it here. We need a lot of uranium. Wait, do we already have a bunch of uranium? No, we have literally no uranium. So we need a ton of that. I might actually put 2. Because we're not using this gear for vibranium anymore. Boop. Cool. So I made a bunch of tier installers. So the first notion of business is getting an import-export bus, slapping it onto here, enriching factory, make that advanced, make this elite and ultimate. I figured it would just be easier to make the tier installers than just like upgrading the specific machines, but who cares? So what we are going to want to do here is we're going to want to grab uranium on the import, and then we want some speed upgrades, we want a muffler upgrade, and we want the energy upgrade. Put that there, put that there, put this, and of course we're going to want a bunch of acceleration cards. So this is going to be making yellow cake uranium. As the quest book said, no, don't eat it. So we're going to want the auto eject to be on. Cool. So now this is exporting the yellow cake uranium. And the only thing it's importing is uranium. Config, I have this set to input output with eject auto on. Okay, so now our system should be filling with yellow cake uranium. Cool. Now, is this keeping up? Absolutely. It's actually doing more than keeping up. Thinking about it though, how much yellow cake uranium do we need? Thinking about this now, I don't actually think we need that much yellow cake uranium. Like, we do, don't get me wrong, but we're just going to slap a pattern provider, and this thing's only going to make yellow cake uranium. So let's get a recipe for that. Because I got a little nervous. I won't lie. Because I don't need this constantly running. Well, we might want it constantly running. Let's make like 10,000. Pop that in there. Oh, it's in. Wait, no, this should just work, right? Let's make like 10,000. See if this pattern works or not. Seems to be working. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's go on to the next step. All right, next thing is automating the chemical oxidizer. We're going to want to export sulfur into this loud machine. I think it stopped working because we just gave it a million upgrades. And this has no power. Oh, it doesn't need power. But now this is making sulfur dioxide. Not enough energy to operate. Really? Why does it... Did it come charged? That's peculiar. Regardless, sulfur dioxide is now being made at a pretty fast rate. I actually don't know if this is fast or not, or if we're going to need multiple of these. But if we do, you know, we can always make multiple. Next, we are going to take our electrolytic separator. Wow, that's the second time I've struggled saying that name. And we are going to want to separate the water that is being imported in this machine into oxygen and hydrogen. So let me, I think this is the correct output side. Let me just flip this around to make sure. Yeah, I think we stay with this side. So now this is giving us hydrogen and oxygen. Let's see, but we want a specific, So in this side config, we want to eject on. That should eject our sulfur dioxide. No. Chemicals, eject on. Yes, this is correct. Now this, chemicals. So we're going to want to do a pipe here. How do we disconnect these pipes? So we want to eject output 2 into here. And this wants to take input from these. Yes, correct. So why no work? Why does this not work? Not enough room in output. I understand that. But neither of these are sending. Okay, so now these pipes should be pulling. It's a universal cable, so it should be pulling. No. And I made a 256K ME chemical storage cell. And we're going to take hydrogen. It's going to go in here. We're going to take oxygen. It's going to go here. At mechanism. Oh, there's going to be so many. What else? And sulfur dioxide for now. I believe that's what we want. So this should be able to take these types of cells. Let me make another ME drive. Oh, there's ME extended drives. Oh, cool. Let me just make one of these. So now we have an extended drive, which, oh, these are cool looking. Okay, cool. So now we have the chemical storage cell. Let's see if I can set this up a little better. So I'm going to take import export buses. So I set up import export buses, and we should just be able to now, if we go to chemicals, we should just be able to output here. That seemed to have worked, but we just need to put acceleration cards in now. So acceleration cards, awesome. So this should be the same. Go to the side config. We'll go to chemicals. And is there a double output here? It doesn't let us output both. So we really can't output each, like both chemical from one input output. But if we go to app mechanism, yes, this fluid is now in our system, which is nice. But what's not nice is that I guess we're just going to have to... I mean, that's just not ideal, but can't cry about it. Take an import cable here. And we will take energy, or geez, chemical, and output 2 will go into here. And it seems to be working fine, I think. Why is water not being inputted into it? because we have to go to fluids, and the bottom needs to be an input. There we go. So this seems to be working. Is there a deep chemical drive? Well, it should be fine. Like, realistically, what we should do is make room for each chemical storage, but let's see how much it's taking up. If we go up here, oh, we're already at 6,000. Jeez. Well, I guess we have a lot of room. All right, well, let's not worry about it for now. Let's go keep on tracking along. So now we need our chemical infuser, which I guess we'll just keep on coming across here. Our chemical infuser, which is going to be another import export. So this is going to import our oxygen. This will import our sulfur dioxide. It's cool. So our oxygen's in there. Got to go to our chemical config, and the back needs to be input 2. And this seems to be working now. So let's grab ours. We need more speed upgrades. Come on, I need some more speed upgrades. I guess I can't get to any. Oh, we're out of power. Whoops. Okay, this seems to all be working now. I kind of just swapped the cables up so it looked a little bit nicer. But now we need to export our sulfur trioxide to where? Yes, to the bottom. And this has no power for some reason. It's not taking power. What upgrade am I missing in here? Should be correct. Not enough energy to run at maximum speed. Really? Seems to be fine. Now if I go to app mechanism, we're getting our sulfur trioxide. Awesome. So now that is in the system. All right, next up is the rotary condenser. I think we just need to pump water into this. Let's upgrade it first. Oh, I think we need to do this. We need to decondensate it, which now turns into water vapor. Oh yeah, we need to add water vapor to this. So the water vapor should be going out of here because I just added it to the cell. Looks good, looks good. We need another chemical infuser now to make to make an acid. Okay, so now this is working. I have water vapor going in here. And do we have any sulfur trioxide? We do. Why is this not importing though? This is import 1. And now we have sulfuric acid being created. I'm still confused on why this is not going in as it should be though. Huh. I'm confused on why it's not inputting the sulfur trioxide. This is input 1, correct? Maybe this needs to be input 2 and this needs to be input output. Can we how can we dump stuff? Let me grab some buckets. Huh. Oh, I guess it would have to be a tank, right? Let me grab a little. No, I need a. Well, that's not what I want. Why is this not inputting our sulfur trioxide? It was at first, and there's plenty in here. Okay, dude. So this is importing vapor. I'm just gonna make a new chemical infuser. Sometimes when stuff just stops working, I think it's just best to make a new one. So the chemical config, this is going to be input output. This is going to be input 2. None, 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 none. Auto eject's going to be on. Energy config, everything's going to take as an input. We will grab you, place you. I know all the upgrades are in the other one. I don't really care that much. And are we working now? Water vapor's in. Sulfur trioxide is not going in. Is this device online? Device isn't missing a channel. Huh. Peculiar. Peculiar. Do we not have enough channels? Could be it. I'm a dummy. You wanna know why there's not enough channels? Because I didn't put one of these bad boys on. Now there should be enough. Perfect. So now this is going to be putting chemicals in. Sweet. And this just isn't running for some reason? It's because I didn't give it power. Who'd have thought? Working at a decent rate. So let me make another chemical drive, or chemical cell, I guess it would be called. So we're going to add sulfuric acid. We're going to add hydrofluoric acid. We're going to add uranium oxide. We're going to add uranium hexafluoride. And we're going to add our fissile fuel into this cell. These are the next 5 chemicals that we're making, I think. I don't know. And I'm sorry if I'm like struggling to explain what's going on. I'm really trying my best in just to get this set up. So I'll set it up first, and if there is a way to make it more efficient, we can do that in a later form. I know there's these I know there's these quantum entangleporters, but these are kind of confusing for me to use at least. So just having this constantly run is easier for me. And it seems to be working fine. So if we go over here and we go into our sulfuric acid, we have a decent amount. Stuff's being produced, so you can't really complain. Could probably be faster though if I put better gates on this, but whatever. So now we are going to finally grab our chemical dissolution chamber. Oh, we kind of ran out of room here. What should I do? Should we... I guess what we can do is just, like, go a block up for now. We'll just... The Great Wall of Mechanism. Here, that'll separate it a little bit. So let's continue on with the Great Wall of Mechanism. So with this chemical dissolution chamber, we are going to do an import-export bus, I believe. And then just an export bus, per usual. I guess actually we can... Yeah, I guess let's drop this down. And what we can do is something like this. So all our machines are kind of stacked. But we are going to put a import-export bus here, and then an export bus here. If we run out of channels, which we might, it's very possible, we'll just change wireless. We'll go to a different hub, I guess, or we'll just go to like its own wireless connector. But we are going to be adding, we're going to go here, we're going to go to the items config. The top will be input, cool, chemicals, okay, awesome. So we're going to add our sulfuric acid into here. And this is going to add fluorite. What is it called? Oh, it's fluorite. That's going to be added. We are going to pop Excel cards on this. Why no work? Are we out of channels? We're just going to use a big cable all the way across. Tired of these little cable nonsense going on. Okay, cool. Now this is all online. This is working now. As always, energy upgrade, muffling upgrade, speed upgrade. And this is producing our hydrofluoric acid. Awesome. We're going to go to the config, the chemical config. You know the drill, input, output. Now this is shooting into our system. With this hydrofluoric acid, we have to... I don't know what we have to do. We need another chemical oxidizer. We are once again going to take a chemical oxidizer. Oh, I realized something important that I didn't do. Okay, there we go. Yeah, don't forget to do that. So now, with this chemical oxidizer, put an export bus in here. Or actually, it's not going to be just an export bus. It's going to be an import-export bus, as always. Slap you down. And this is going to put the yellow cake uranium in. And we're also going to put a crafting card if needed. So if it runs out, it can craft more. Put some acceleration cards in this bad boy. This is super loud. Speed upgrade, muffling, energy. Now we need more of this stuff. I thought we made enough for the whole playthrough. Cool. And of course, this needs power. So in the side config, we will take our chemicals and we are going to output it into our system. So now our system is also getting uranium oxide. Sweet. So now, with our hydrofluoric acid, I guess we're out of sulfuric. What if we put a better ender gate on this? What if we make like 10 nitro ender gates? I guess that's gonna take a second. Regardless, I'm curious to see if we put better power on some of these, is it gonna work better? Now we need another chemical infuser. And once this is done, guys, I'll walk us through it the best I can. I think that's not where I wanted to place you. I think that's a fair compromise, if that's what we want to call this. So once again, import, export, import, export, export, side config here. This is going to be input output. This is going to be input 2 as always. Cool. Get some power on this bad boy. So now this is going to take our uranium oxide, and this is going to take our hydrofluoric, not liquid hydrofluoric acid, hydrofluoric acid. Those are the sounds of it working. Add all these upgrades. Did our ender gates be created? So if we ender gate this, plenty of power. Cool. Oops. Power good. Power good. Power good. Now, my curiosity is how much power is this about to chew through? Because now these are all running as fast as possible. Oh my goodness. Really? So we're chewing through our power fast. We're chewing through our power extremely fast. I'm going to swap it back to blazing. I guess we need better power. That's strange to even think about. Yeah. Wow, that was really chewing through all our power. Interesting. So I guess these just aren't going to be able to run as fast as they would like to. Well, sulfuric acid's going to be our bottleneck. So maybe we can endergate this. And sulfuric dioxide's completely fine. This is like barely keeping up even with the power difference. So I'd say this is fine. Is just one endergate chewing through our power like that as well? No, this is like barely keeping up with one endergate. Or the nitro endergates. I apologize. But yeah, this is working. But we need this to input output. The auto ejector should be on. I thought I had uranium hexafluoride in the system. Because I did this wrong. Oh, that sucks. The top is supposed to be the input output, but we can just change these. So it's completely fine. So the top now, we're going to swap these. So back here is going to be this. This is going to be here. So we need to put Excel cards, Excel cards. Hydrofluoric acid is going to be in the top, which is, okay, so this is going to be uranium oxide right here. And this one's going to be hydrofluoric down here. Cool. So we got that all settled. What is next? Now we need our isotopic centrifuge. Okay, thank you for crafting. So now we have our isotope. Oh, it's kind of cool looking. I guess let's swap you around so it's like that in the back. How does this work? We are going to take an ME import export bus. What liquid is this making? Uranium hexafluoride. We're going to take our uranium hexafluoride, slap that in there, import export, put a little power strip on this thing. Side config, this is going to be input output. Oh my loud. And that is Fissile Fuel being created. Oh my scuffed setup. So if we look into here, we have Fissile Fuel being automatically created. Can we like dump this? Nope, that's filling it up. I would like to dump this into our system, but I guess it's fine. And I can finally clear out my inventory. What a day. Well, I need our time in the bottle back. So I guess we need better power. That's scary. I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, we're making Fissile Fuel. It's definitely going into the system. Let's check out how these are doing. Oh, it seems like it pretty much leveled out. But hey, all those machines is to make one little bit of fissile fuel. So this is now being produced. Whew. That was a setup. This is something I've never done before. All right, let's walk through it really quickly. It goes in a little like snake. You ever play Snake? Okay. But let's go left to right here. So first thing we were doing is we're pumping water into this electrolytic separator, which is making hydrogen and oxygen. Next, we're putting sulfur into this chemical oxidizer and is making sulfur dioxide. After that, we're combining the oxygen and the sulfur dioxide to make sulfur trioxide. Then we come over here and we're putting our water vapor, we're putting water in this rotary condensator and we're making water vapor. Then we're using the water vapor and the sulfur trioxide to make sulfuric acid. With the sulfuric acid, we're putting on here with fluorite, and it is creating, let's wait for it to create, hydrofluoric acid. With the hydrofluoric acid, we are going to use our uranium oxide and our hydrofluoric acid to make uranium hexafluoride. With the uranium hexafluoride, we're making fissile fuel. And look, at the time that I was yapping, we already have 33 buckets. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad, but this will start producing way more when we get more power. So don't worry. Once we can upgrade our power just like a little bit more, that fissile fuel will be producing quick. I think it takes over like 2 million FE a tick, which, I mean, we can do, don't get me wrong, but a little scary. We could technically hook up all these to the same ender cell and it would probably work, but who knows. For now, I'd say that's pretty good with the production that we're doing. Probably a bucket a minute, I would want to say. And now we have 71 buckets of soul lava. And let's come down here. Our copper's not even close to being oxidized. What if we time wand it? I know I tried this. What if we hit it with the double tech? Do something, man. Do something. All right. Well, we just gotta wait for this copper to oxidize. Nothing we could do about it. I don't know if it's more efficient to lay out like copper next to each other or if they want to be spread out or not. But yeah, this episode we did a lot of industrial foregoing stuff. We set up the soul lava. We set up the fissile fuel. I'd say that's pretty successful. Obviously I'm not very happy with how this looks, but it was either it's gonna go like this. Actually, I'd say this is pretty compact. I'd say this is pretty compact for what we have. So, you know what? I'm happy with that. And let's check our time crystals too. This episode's taken a while. But yeah. We could do ether gas right now as well. Ether gas is the exact same setup we have for the Warden, but with the Wither. But I don't think we have a need for ether gas for the ATM star. Wither builder. Supreme machine frame. Oh, we need ether gas. All right, let's just set it up. Let's just set it up. No, whatever. Well, we need our item. What's it called? Compact personal shrinking device. So we need some stasis chambers, some laser drills. I think I didn't make any laser drills. I was gonna say I think I made some. Let's just do like 9. It doesn't need to go crazy like the setup that we have now. Then we will do a fluid base, and then to get ether gas, we need a purple laser lens, but we can just put purple dye with the blue lens. So then we will also make a blue lens. Cool. And we need some ender tanks. So we will set these up. If these are blue, we'll go blue, white, blue. Blue, white, blue. And if you don't... Why? Really? What could possibly be in here? If you don't know how the ender tanks work... Oh, I guess that was just like a visual glitch. If you don't know how the ender tanks work, you can basically dye them up here, and it creates something separate than this. So this is blue, dyed blue all the way across the top. So that symbolizes, for me personally, the soul lava. This will symbolize the ether gas. And if you're playing on a server and you don't want someone else to access your ender tank, you just slap a little diamond on the lock, and now it's your personal ender gate. So yeah, that's how you keep it personalized. If you're wondering how to make it on a server. Enough of my rambling. Let's take our lens. Do we have purple dye? Sweet. Now we have our purple lens. Let's grab some soul sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some skeleton heads. And let's set this all up. Actually, we don't have enough bases. We don't have any of the stuff yet. Since there's not that many, I'm just gonna make like 3 stasis chambers. Should be fine. And I guess while I'm setting this up, I'll yap for a little bit, as I do. I've never set up the Fissile Fuel before. Yeah, shocker, guys, I know. If I did anything wrong there, let me know. I think our only holdup will be power. And I know that we can use the quantum, whatever they're called, quantum entanglepers, I think. Yeah, the entangleporters. I know we can use those. I personally don't want to use them. I have tried using them before for other things, mechanism related, but yeah, it was a headache for me. And I personally find it easier just to kind of set up what we have now. Because look, this is producing a lot. I've been talking for probably 4 or 5 minutes straight, as I do. You know, I'm a D1 yapper. But I think that's a decent setup. And that should allow us to get enough antimatter pellets. But I don't know. Okay, let's spawn. Wait, is the wither gonna blow this up? No, it should be stuck. Ooh. Are the stasis chambers not even allowing for the wither to spawn? Oh, I'm so scared. Is this like a glitch? Am I getting pranked right now? This is how you spawn the wither, right? Is this a prank? No, it fell. Ooh, okay, wait. Oh, please don't explode, please. Oh, this is so bad. Huh. But what if we make it just like a little bit bigger than what it normally is? Does it work? We make it like a 0.4. Seems to be pretty good. Why no work? Why do you not work? Maybe once it gets to 300 HP, we'll sit here and play the waiting game with our weirdly large wither. Oh wait, there's ether gas in it. Is it just like instantly getting piped out? Is this gonna explode once it hits 300? Oh, well, I was kind of sitting here all afraid, but I guess it all works. Let's we'll add a process and a speed. It's not even damaging it. Is it like glitched? Because this dude's getting damaged. What if I make him? Oh, yeah, he's getting damaged. All right, well, I guess this is working. All right, so we are going to put the ender tank down. That is slowly making ether gas. Slap that here. We will put some upgrades in. Fully fill it up. Slap some upgrades in. And we are going to take our configuration tool and our locking tool, our linking tool. Too many tools in this pack, man. Too many tools. I just don't sort them well. But regardless. All right, well, that's ether gas set up. It's not going as fast as the soul lava, but I think that's okay. I don't know which we need more of, but we can always change it. Wait, why is this on soul lava? Huh? What is this? Huh? This is empty. This is soul lava. What happened? Why is this on the soul lava track? What? What's going on? This should not be soul lava in here. Is it a visual glitch? Am I being pranked? What? Why is it soul lava? And why is this one empty? Is this a prank? Okay, wait, what if I do this? Why is this filling up with soul lava? We gotta go back to the compact machine. This makes no sense. Where am I going? Genuinely, why would this... This is a prank? Why are you filling up with soul lava? Are the pipes, like, in invis and it's not work... Like... Oh, where is our personal drinking device? I thought I just got stuck there. That would have been a problem. Oh, it was in our crafting terminal. Okay, dude. Is there like a hidden pipe that I'm not seeing? Are these ender tanks like visually glitched? So now this is filling up with ether gas. Cool. Cool. This has ether gas in it. Now, if I go like this, it's... What? There's soul lava going in it. Yo, that makes no sense. In this drawer, there's ether gas, correct? All right, we're just going to have to hit it with the roundabout method. And this pickaxe is too fast. We'll make a whole new... Genuinely, how is soul lava going into every color tank that I set up? Go to white. Okay, it's empty. Cool. So red, white, white is empty. I don't understand what's going on. We're going to put the ender tank here. We're going to put that on. It's empty. It's not touching over here. This is filling up with soul lava. So we'll go back to the compact machine and do red, white, white. If I go back to the overworld and there's soul lava in that thing, I'm going to freak out. It's just empty. Okay, it's working. There's ether gas getting put in. Okay, don't touch it. No one touch it. It's going up. No one touch it. No one touch it. I'm never touching it ever again. We have no reason to ever go back into that compact machine, by the way. 0. So I'm low-key just going to move it. I'll put the compact machine right here. And let's see how much fissile fuel we have. 230 buckets. Awesome. That's awesome that that's working. I am literally in shock that it's working. So this is working, correct? You're going up. Very nice. You're also going up. Also very nice. Sweet. Let's check our drives. Yeah, so these are saying like relatively even. They'll fill up eventually, but okay. That's fissile fuel, soul lava, and ether gas. We're just doing all the liquids. All the liquids. Well, like, and chemicals, I guess? I don't know. All right. Sorry that the episode length has been getting longer and longer and longer. Whenever I step into uncharted territory, I end up just rambling, and I feel like I don't explain myself well. Let me know if you think that I need to explain things better, because I will take more time in doing so. If there's ever a part that you're confused throughout the episode, I try to avoid that. So if it's like, just let me know in the comments if it's like, hey, you didn't really explain XYZ too well, and I'll take that as not a point of you hating on me, but a point of criticism and something I need to do better on. So yeah, just let me know, guys. I'm trying to make this as a fun experience for me, fun experience for you guys as well. But yeah. Oh, question of the day. What is your favorite breakfast sandwich? All right. Everyone have a good day. Goodbye.